Hello friends, today I am going to discuss about titration between weak acid and a weak base. So first let's take the example of a weak acid and a weak base. So weak acid is CH3COOH and it will be titrated against weak base, that is NH4OH. When both will react, then it will be converted in the form of salt, that is CH3COO NH4 plus it will give water, that is H2O. So here this weak acid is taken in the conical flask and this weak base will be taken in the burette like this. So here we have taken 50 ml 0.1 normal acetic acid in this conical flask and 0.1 normal NH4OH in this burette. Now let's consider the titration of 50 ml 0.1 normal CH3COOH with this 0.1 normal NH4OH. So initially we are having this acetic acid in this conical flask. So what will be the concentration of H plus ions in this conical flask? Then what will be the pH of this acetic acid? So first we will take acetic acid and it will give H plus ions, and this concentration of H plus ions for 0.1 normal acetic acid is equal to 1.34 into 10 to the power minus 3 molar. Now we have to calculate the pH for this H plus ion concentration. So pH is equal to minus log H plus ion. So it will be equal to pH is equal to minus log 1.34 into 10 to the power minus 3, because H plus ion concentration is this one. So after solving minus log 1.34 into 10 to the power minus 3, we will get 2.8729. So this will be the starting pH of this acetic acid which is present in the conical flask. Now let's take the dissociation of acetic acid. So CH3COOH will be dissociated in the form of CH3COO minus plus H plus. Now after this reaction we are getting salt also. So this salt will be completely dissociated like this. CH3COO NH4, it will be completely dissociated in the form of CH3COO minus plus NH4 plus. Now we are taking this NH4OH. So this NH4OH is a weak, so it will be dissociated in the form of NH4 plus and OH minus ion. So here you can see that this is a salt and it will be completely dissociated, and here this CH3COO minus ion is common for this acetic acid and this salt. So due to common ion effect, dissociation of this acetate and H plus ion will be further decreased, and this reaction will go towards the backward direction like this. And if we are talking about both these reactions, then here NH4 plus and NH4 plus ions are common. So similarly, dissociation of both these salts will be decreased due to common ion effect like this, and this reaction go towards the backward direction. So due to both this common ion effect, concentration of this H plus ion and this OH minus ion will further decreased. And in other words, we can say that hydrolysis of this salt takes place. So CH3 COO NH4 plus H2, then it will be converted in the form of CH3 COOH plus NH4OH. So due to this common ion effect or due to hydrolysis of this salt, inflation of the pH at the equivalent point will be very low in this type of titration. So if inflation will be low and we are using dilute solutions, then we will not get sharp end point in this type of titrations. Now coming to the calculation of pH for this type of titration. So formula for pH is equal to half pKw plus half pKa minus half pKb. So by using this formula we can calculate the pH for this type of titration, and as you know Kw is equal to 10 to the power minus 14. So pKw is equal to minus log Kw. So it will be pKw is equal to minus log 10 to the power minus 14, and minus log 10 to the power minus 14 is equal to 14. So pKw is equal to 14. Now coming to the pKa value. So as you know Ka is equal to 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 for this acetic acid. So pKa is equal to minus log 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. After solving we will get pKa is equal to 4.7447, and Kb value for this NH4OH is equal to 1.8 into 10 to the power 5. So pKb is equal to minus log 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. So pKb is equal to, after solving we will get same value, that is 4.7447. Now we are having the value of pKw, we are having the value of pKa, and we are having the value of pKb. So we will put all these values in this equation. So pH is equal to half into 14 plus half pKa. So it will be half into value of pKa, that is 4.7447 minus value of half pKb. So it will be half into pKb is equal to 4.7447. So it will be pH is equal to half 14 is equal to 7 plus half 4.7447 is equal to 2.3724 minus half 4.7447 will be again 2.3724, and both this will be cancelled. So pH will be 7. So we will get the equivalence point at 7 pH, and in this titration if Ka is equal to Kb, then we will get the equivalence point at 7, and if Ka is greater than Kb, then we will get the equivalence point at pH more than 7, and if we are having the Ka value is smaller than Kb, then we will get the pH at less than 7. So in this type of titration, pH at equivalence point depends upon the value of Ka and Kb. Now coming to the titration curve for this type of titration. So here you can see that in x-axis we have taken volume of NH4OH added, in y-axis we have taken pH, and here it is pH is equal to 7. And the titration curve is starting from 2.8729 because here we have calculated the initial concentration, and here we will get the equivalence 0.87. Now in this titration curve you can see that inflation in pH is very low, means it is starting from here and it is going to the 7 and it is ending at this point. And due to this small inflation we will not get the sharp endpoint, and for this reason we have to use mixed indicator in this type of titrations. So this is the complete detail about weak acid versus weak base titration. Now in my next video I will discuss about various theories of indicator. Thank you.